Sutherland Springs, Texas. Reuters. A gunman dressed in black tactical gear massacred at least 26 worshippers and wounded 20 others at a white steepled church in Texas on Sunday, carrying out the latest in a series of mass shootings that have plagued the United States. The lone suspect, also wearing a ballistic vest and carrying a Ruger assault rifle, fired into the First Baptist Church in Sutherland Springs and kept shooting after he went inside. Sutherland Springs is in Wilson County, about 40 miles 65 kilometers east of San Antonio. The victims ranged in age from 5 to 72 years old, law enforcement officials told a news conference. Among the dead was the 14-year-old daughter of Pastor Frank Pomeroy, the family told several television stations. After the shooting, the gunman, described as a white man in his 20s, was fired on by a local resident with a rifle. The suspect dropped his assault weapon and fled in his vehicle, said Freeman Martin, regional director of the Texas Department of Public Safety. Soon afterward, the suspect crashed his vehicle near the border of neighboring Guadalupe County and was found dead inside with a cache of weapons. It was not immediately clear if the suspect killed himself or was hit when the resident fired at him outside the church, authorities said. "We are dealing with the largest mass shooting in our state's history," Texas Governor Greg Abbott said at the news conference. The tragedy, of course, is worsened by the fact that it occurred in a church, a place of worship where these people were innocently gunned down. The suspect's identity was not disclosed by authorities, but law enforcement officials who asked not to be named said he was Devin Patrick Kelly, described as a white, 26-year-old man, the New York Times and other media reported. "We don't think he had any connection to this church," Wilson County Sheriff Joe Tackett told CNN. "We have no motive." ACT of evil. Jeff Forrest, a 36-year-old military veteran who lives a block away from the church, said what sounded like high-caliber, semi-automatic gunfire triggered memories of his 4 combat deployments with the Marine Corps. "I was on the porch, I heard 10 rounds go off and then my ears just started ringing," Forrest said. "I hit the deck and I just lay there." The massacre came just weeks after a sniper killed 58 people at an outdoor concert in Las Vegas, the deadliest mass shooting in modern U.S. history. The shootings have stirred a years-long national debate over whether easy access to firearms was contributing to the trend. President Donald Trump said he was monitoring the situation while in Japan on a 12-day Asian trip. Local residents take part in a candlelight vigil for victims of a mass shooting in Sutherland Springs, Texas, U.S., November 5, 2017. Reuters. Mohammed Khurshid. This act of evil occurred as the victims and their families were in their place of sacred worship, the president said. "Through the tears and through the sadness we stand strong, oh so strong." According to the witnesses, about 20 shots rang out at 11:30 a.m. 17:30 GMT during the church services, according to media reports. It was unclear how many worshippers were inside at the time. Connolly Memorial Medical Center in Floresville received 8 patients, the hospital said in a statement, while Brooke Army Medical Center at Fort Sam Houston received another 8. At Connolly, 3 people were treated and released, 1 is in critical condition and 4 were transferred to the University Hospital in San Antonio for a higher level of care. The First Baptist Church is one of 2 houses of worship in Sutherland Springs, an area home to fewer than 900 residents, according to the 2010 census. There are also 2 gas stations and a Dollar General store in town. The white-painted, 1-story structure features a small steeple and a single front door. On Sunday, the Lone Star flag of Texas was flying alongside the U.S. flag and a third, unidentified banner. Inside, there is a small raised platform on which members sang worship songs to guitar music and the pastor delivered a weekly sermon, according to videos posted on YouTube. In one of the clips, a few dozen people, including young children, can be seen sitting in the wooden pews. Social media presence. While authorities provided little information about the suspect, online records show that a man named Devin Patrick Kelly lived in New Braunfels, Texas, about 35 miles 56 kilometers north of Sutherland Springs. The U.S. Air Force said Kelly served in its Logistics Readiness Unit at Holloman Air Force Base in New Mexico from 2010 until his discharge. Kelly's Facebook page has been deleted, but cached photos show a profile picture where he appeared with 2 small children. He also posted a photo of what appeared to be an assault rifle, writing a post that read "SHES a bad bitch." The shooting occurred on the 8th anniversary of the November 5, 2009, massacre of 13 people at the Fort Hood Army Base in Central Texas. A U.S. Army Medical Corps psychiatrist convicted of the killings is now awaiting execution. In 2015, a white gunman killed 9 black parishioners at Emmanuel African Methodist Episcopal Church in Charleston, South Carolina. The gunman was sentenced to death for the racially motivated attack. In September, a gunman killed a woman in the parking lot of a Tennessee church on Sunday morning and wounded 6 worshippers inside the building before shooting himself in a scuffle with an usher who rushed to stop the attack. Additional reporting by Bernie Woodle in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, John Herskovitz in Austin, Texas, and Phil Stewart in Washington. Writing by Frank McGurty. Editing by Lisa Shoemaker and Peter Cooney. Our standards to Thomson Reuters Trust Principles.